stop everything. The internet has completely lost its mind. And if you are not caught up, you are about to be. Cardi B has allegedly opened a vault. Not metaphorical. We're talking receipts, timelines, the kind of documentation that makes PR teams quit at 2 a.m. And lawyers start drafting NDAs before sunrise. Twitter is not just talking. Twitter is on fire. And sitting right in the center of it all, looking like he did not see any of this coming, is Stefon Diggs. Here's what you need to understand. Cardi B is not a regular celebrity. She doesn't post a sad quote and log off. When Cardi decides she's done protecting someone, she orchestrates. She hints. She teases. She lets the internet do the digging while she watches the timeline burn. And right now, she is allegedly hinting at everything. A secret life. DL whispers, yacht trips with questionable company, and the allegation that stopped everyone mid-scroll. A hidden transferal friend, a whole relationship allegedly conducted entirely in the shadows. What does Stefon do when the heat turns up? He throws shade with deniable posts, unfollows, then refollows, deletes, tweets, reposts. The digital behavior of a man who is panicking and rumbling under all of it. The threat that has the industry a code red. Cardi might write a tell-all book. And once Cardi puts pen to paper with receipts, there is not a PR firm alive equipped to contain that fallout. But here's where it gets interesting. Once the initial fireworks settled, people started actually looking. And what they saw was Stefon moving weird. Not sad weird, not heartbreak weird, paranoid weird. Stan Twitter, which is absolutely a forensics team, started pulling screenshots, deleted tweets, old posts from accounts that never should have been public. The further back they dug, the clearer the picture. This wasn't a simple breakup. This was an unraveling that had been building for a long time. The clues were always there. Yacht photos nobody thought twice about. Baby mama chaos that distracted everyone from quieter, more unsettling details running in the background. Shady captions coded for a specific audience. It was all there. Nobody was looking at the right thing until Cardi made them look. Now let's rewind, because to understand why this exploded, you need to understand how it started. On the surface, this was always a strange pairing. An NFL star with an unpredictable dating history. A rap superstar who built her entire brand on the principle that she will expose a man without blinking. People questioned it from day one, but behind the scenes, they allegedly connected fast. The kind of fast that makes you overlook red flags because the chemistry is doing something dangerous to your judgment. While Cardi entered with loyalty, Stefon was allegedly juggling multiple situations simultaneously. And when he started repeating patterns she'd already lived through, the late nights, the deflections, the performance of devotion in public while conducting a different life in private, she didn't just get hurt. She got triggered. Then she got clear. But it wasn't just cheating. The alleged betrayal that lit the real fuse was more calculated. Cardi claims she was used as a prop, an image accessory, a headline that said, "I date powerful women," while allegedly hiding a reality that told a completely different story. When that realization hit, it didn't produce tears. It produced strategy. Because the allegations aren't just about infidelity, they're tied to something far more specific. Identity construction, masculinity as a brand, sponsorships built on a carefully maintained ladies' man image that translated directly into endorsement deals and public perception. Cardi allegedly began replaying moments she dismissed as quirks and watched them click into a pattern. The puzzle pieces weren't random. They were forming a picture of a double life. And the people around Stefon allegedly treated her not as a partner, but as a costume, something to wear for a season, then quietly retire. Here's what most people underestimate about Cardi B. She knows how to be quiet. And her quiet is not peace. Her quiet is preparation. In the early days after the split, Cardi told fans to chill. No subtweets, no shade. She appeared to be taking the high road, and the internet almost believed her. But Stefon allegedly could not leave well enough alone. The smirking posts, playlist drops that felt pointed, poorly timed flexes, each one landing like a needle in a very specific bruise. He was performing unbothered while someone who knew the full story of his life was watching every move and taking notes. That public dismissal became the breaking point, not the betrayal, the smirk. Cardi shifted. The heartbreak calcified into something colder, something focused. And when Cardi decides it's war, she doesn't bring a knife. She brings an archive. She, and then the odd photos. Stefon posts himself looking relaxed, looking single. Captioned just enough to say, "I am thriving," without technically saying anything. Except Cardi was watching. And she started noticing patterns, details in those photos that didn't fit the narrative he'd been so carefully constructing. Then came the allegation that detonated like a depth charge across social media. The women in those photos allegedly were trans. Now, this needs to be said clearly. The issue being raised is not about sexuality. The allegation, the thing making the internet lose its mind, is about deception, about performing one identity for cameras and brands while privately living something entirely different. About the women allegedly involved, kept inside layers of secrecy. That's the conversation. That's the bomb. And that's when the internet went full investigative mode. No badge, no press pass, no mercy. Two names started trending almost simultaneously. Phoebe Banks, Chris Griffith. Old allegations resurfaced. Cryptic posts that had been mostly forgotten were suddenly being screenshotted and circulated at speeds that would give a news editor a heart attack. And through all of it, every trending hashtag, every viral thread, Stefon said nothing. No statement, no denial, just silence. And here's the thing about silence when the internet has already made up its mind. Silence doesn't protect you. Silence feeds the fire. But that's not even the worst part. Claims surfaced that Cardi knew, not that she found out. She was allegedly a character in someone else's cover story. And then the words that sent a chill through every entertainment PR agency in the country. Tell all book. Rumors erupted that Cardi wasn't just planning to vent on Instagram. She was allegedly planning to document names, dates, timelines, conversations. The kind of chapter-by-chapter destruction of a public image that you cannot spin or suppress or survive cleanly. Stefon's alleged reaction. Pure spiral. Social media activity went erratic. Posts up, posts down. The digital behavior of someone who knows a manuscript exists. That could end careers. Fans went into full investigative overdrive. Flight logs, hotel bookings, nail colors, background details and photos that would make an actual detective uncomfortable. Out of it all, one thing started trending above everything else. In Miami, penthouse booking, specific dates, a social world existing entirely off-camera behind doors that were very intentionally closed. And Stefon's team noticed the content shifted fast. Family photos, religious captions, the aesthetic of a man who loves God and has nothing to hide. So transparent it almost loops back to being offensive. Rumors circulated that blogs had allegedly been contacted to suppress coverage. And if you know the internet suppression doesn't make things disappear, it multiplies. Every alleged takedown attempt became its own story. The Strand effect activated at full power. Meanwhile, alleged burner account messages surfaced. Claims of private conversations through untraceable accounts that were allegedly traceable. Hypocrisy accusations hit fever pitch. Then came the leak that made everyone stop breathing. An alleged draft chapter title from the book. The lies they tell to look straight. The internet did not need additional context. The assumption was unanimous and instantaneous. Whether confirmed or not almost stopped mattering. The idea was enough to send the discourse into a completely different dimension. Then Cardi went live. 20 seconds. She looked directly into the camera, said she was not protecting anyone anymore, and ended at 20 seconds. The internet erupted for days. Brand monitoring went into overdrive. Contract concerns surfaced on Stefon's sponsor side. Alleged emergency calls, quiet boardroom conversations about liability, and whether this was a logo you wanted near this story. Then Stefon posted, "Stop believing lies, y'all weird." The comments did not receive this well. Mockery was immediate and comprehensive. Insiders allegedly claimed Cardi still had more. That everything surfaced so far was the preview, not the feature. The book was still being edited, still accumulating. And right now, we are in the eye of the storm. Cardi has gone quiet again. Not the quiet of someone who has moved on. The quiet of someone who has already made a decision and is waiting for the right moment. Every day she doesn't post, the speculation fills the vacuum. The momentum doesn't stop. It builds because everything we've seen, the yacht photos, the trending names, the alleged burner messages, the 20-second live, the chapter title, if the people close to this are right, that is all preamble. But for the alleged deception and image management, and the big one everyone keeps asking, what happens if the book actually drops? Comment below. Like if you want the follow-up the second anything breaks.